Rebuilt and all tucked in, ready for a rest. Homestead victory. It really has been so warm lately, but it just turned cold. But we have to build raised bed because we have to push for spring, because warm weather will be here before you know it.
It's cold.
I know it is cold.
It's really cold.
Thanks for helping me.
I'm gonna get warm.
He's ready to go watch the Stars game. Okay. And I get to do the warmer section of the project. I'll show you. So Suji done. 3 hours later. No, I'm kidding. But really, this just takes too long. I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet and go get one of those big flamethrower tools at the store. I looked at them this morning when I went for the wood. It's like $60, a little over $60. But, I mean, these little canisters aren't cheap either. Well, a lot cheaper, but 4 of these canisters will probably pay for the tool. And then I can use a big propane tank. So I'm just gonna go do that because I make garden beds a lot. I make garden beds for other people. I want a garden ministry. I'm praying for that. So it will get good use. So here I go to splurge. All right, next step to the raised bed build. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
We had to do it inside because there is no flat place outside on the homestead that we could find. So we shimmed it up, made it flat. Let's do this. How do you want that? So now we're going to attach the corners. I could not find these at my big box store, so I had to get them online. But they're a foot tall. I think they're a foot tall. Okay, let's do this. Last corner. All right, you guys, so we got this far on the bed. We have the frame built with the metal corners. But the next step is to cut the metal, which takes special tools to do, to cut it in sections this way and then attach it to the bed, and then we're finished. I have to say, you guys, that this bed is kind of a pain, especially if you're not a builder, which I am not a builder. So it definitely takes a while. Like, this has taken me weeks just to get like each step. 1 week I cut the wood, and then I burned it and oiled it, and then another week I put the bed together. It's gonna take another week probably to cut the metal and get that on. So this has been like a month-long project, just because my life, I'm very busy and I'm doing many wonderful things, and I can't just spend a whole like Saturday on a project and get it completed. I have to be content with going in small steps to get it done. So you might have more time than I do. You might be a better builder than me. It also takes special tools. So I think this is ultimately the best bed that'll last the longest in the long run, because the soil is up against the metal instead of the wood pressing up against the wood. So I think this will last the longest in the long run, but I do have to say that this type of bed is my favorite bed with the cornerstones. It takes no special equipment. I think it's gonna last a long time because the weak spot in a raised bed is the corners, as I've said. So I think those are gonna hold up longer. And you can just get them, burn the wood if you want to, or if not, you don't have to, and then you have your garden bed set up in one weekend. So you guys, I think this one is the winner of my favorite type of bed, especially if you're a new gardener and you're setting up your garden for the first time. Because there are other things that have to be done in the garden too, like setting up pathways with cardboard and mulch so that you don't have, you know, grass growing in the bed. So it's a lot to start up a new garden. And I think the metal raised beds, the metal corrugated, is probably better for an advanced gardener who wants to replace their beds with something that's gonna last a long time. I don't know, depends on if you're a good builder or not, I guess, but definitely this is my winner for my favorite raised bed. You guys, it is so weird. I'm coming out to do the farm chores without my farm dog. She has hurt herself. If you didn't see the last video, she cut herself on some sheet metal. Yes, sadly, she cut herself on the metal that I'm building this raised bed out of. I had it propped up on the frame, getting ready to be cut, and she just ran by and nicked herself on the corner. So, word to the wise, put it up. Use gloves when you're handling it. It can cut you. She is recovering nicely now after a very expensive trip to the emergency vet. So this is becoming a very expensive raised bed indeed. And I'm gonna say just right now that the hardest thing that I find about this raised bed build is cutting the metal. And thank goodness my son came over and helped me do that. And that was really sweet of him, because this is what intimidates me. You have to use this grinder tool with a metal cutting blade, and it is just a little intense. A lot of sparks, but not only that, it kind of jumps as you're cutting. It's just intimidating to me, so I was really glad to have his help. I didn't film because he's just a get her done type of person. I love that about him, and he was just knocks it into high gear and gets a job done. So he cut all the metal for me with me, so that was awesome. See, this, I just find this tool a little intimidating. But we did it. That's the main thing. The other thing that intimidates me about this tool is that when I bought this metal blade at the hardware store, the nice gentleman said, well, you have to be careful, wear eye protection and long sleeves and gloves, because it can get caught and like shatter, and these pieces like shrapnel can go flying everywhere. And then I was just listening to a YouTube video from a homesteader this week that said, yeah, I learned my lesson the hard way about that. These can shatter and go everywhere. So to me, this raised bed build is a little, it's just a little hard for me. I got the idea from homesteading economics. Is that right? Homesteadonomics. I think that's what it is. Anyway, so he made it look super easy. He's a great builder. He did it all by himself. It was just straightforward and easy for him. For me, it's not as much. So now I'm kind of wishing that I had done maybe the concrete cement blocks. Might have been the way to go even for my whole garden. So I kind of wish I hadn't started this, because I want the beds to look good. I want them to look the same. And now I've got a few of these. So yeah, I think if I had to do it over, I would do my garden with just cement blocks, just level them well and fill them up so I could plant in those little squares around it. And they never rot, they never really move, they just last forever, as long as I want my garden there. So yeah, looking back, I wish I'd done that, and I'm saying if you're starting a new garden, that might be the way to go. I think some people don't love the look of that. I think that's the only thing that people really disagree with, but most of the time it's covered with plants, honestly, just in the winter. And then a lot of times you're covering it, you know, with frost cloth. It doesn't look great anyway. I mean, the garden doesn't look great in the winter. Everything's kind of gray and dead and dormant. So, I don't know. Looking back, that's what I wish I had done. Word to the wise. If you're starting a garden, cement blocks are your friend.
Look what we found, you guys. A very furry caterpillar. I thought that it was an asp,
No, asps are kind of small.
but Mom says it's going to be a butterfly.
Yes, it's going to be a butterfly or a moth. We should look it up
Yeah.
when we get into
We
it.
just transplanted its whole home.
I know.
You poor thing. I wanted to touch it.
No, don't touch it.
But I want to.
It's kind of spiny.
It's so fuzzy.
I think it'll be fuzzy, not hurty.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch it.
Okay.
Wait. No, that looks menacing. Can you see it?
Yes, I wouldn't.
I can't tell if they can see it or not.
You should grab it.
How pretty.
Oh, it's gonna be a pretty moth or butterfly.
Eli, you should touch it.
Okay. It's about to go into the chicken.
Oh, you have gloves on. Look at its little eyes. It's so cute.
It's about to go into the chicken yard.
Mother.
I'll save it if you want me to.
Yeah, save it.
Okay.
Eli, grab it. You have gloves. Grab it. Can you take it and let's bring it to the front bed.
Okay.
Let's take it and save its life.
Here, we'll just take the plant. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll just tear the plant off a little bit. There we go. I'll put it in the shade right here.
Have a good life, butterfly, caterpillar thing.
Good luck. We're finding lots of fun things today.
Snake.
Beautiful. All right, go put it somewhere, Eli. Somewhere safe.
Where?
Not where we're constructing. Anywhere else. Oh my goodness. We got gloves because we're not going to take any chance of getting cut, right?
Amen.
We're acknowledged.
We're not going to the real doctor.
No.
It took us so long to get this raised bed level and in place, but I have to say that working with my kids in the garden is so much fun. It doesn't seem like work at all. They're always singing and pointing out fun things and just keeping me company, and I so enjoy it. They bring me such joy.
My beautiful daughter and her beautiful bouquet. Okay, you guys, it's getting really hot out here. I'm just gonna get the leaves that I put down for mulch in the winter, and then I just put off the bed. I'm gonna get them up on the bed, and then I've got one more thing to do. And we're done! We have a new raised bed. Okay, normally I wouldn't put so many whole leaves on the bed, but part of my garden is resting, rebuilding and resting. So this bed is gonna rest, and we never like to leave soil uncovered. That's the rule. Soil does not like to be bare. She's a lady that does not like to be bare. So yeah, got that done. I have one more step and I'm done. It's getting hot out here, you guys.
Oops.
That's the thing about those stones.
Yeah.
They're really nice, but sometimes it catches the Okay.
Woo. And what are you gonna do with that stuff?
This is going in here.
All of it?
Yes.
Whoa. Crazy.
This bed is resting, and it's just gonna get nutritious. It's gonna compost. I've got chicken in here. Rabbit.
Not chicken poop, not chicken.
Yeah, not chicken poop. Bunny berries. Stuff from their coop, compost. This bed is gonna love it and be ready.
So you say it's resting. How long is it gonna rest for?
Till fall.
Till fall. Oh, okay. This is your fall garden.
Yes, this is gonna be
Cool.
my fall bed. It will be all ready. And that pathway is ready for cardboard and mulch.
Right. Oh yeah, so it doesn't turn into grass.
Yes, because it would grow well. The weeds would grow really well here.
Bye. Peace out. Have a great day.
Homestead victory. And while I really, really like this cornerstone raised bed, this wood is eventually going to rot and have to be replaced. Whereas my cement block beds are never going to have to be replaced. So you guys, I would love to hear in the comments, what is your favorite raised bed type? And what do you think about cement blocks? Do you think if a whole garden was done with cement blocks, how do you think that would look? Do you think that would look bad? Do you care? It's in my front yard, keep that in mind. It's not like it's in my backyard. So yeah, I would love to know what you think about that. What if there was a cement block garden in your neighborhood? What would you think about that? Would it matter to you? So yeah, let me know. I'd love to hear from you.